Yes, man, this Vanderbilt team is doing an unbelievable job. They were picked preseason, I think last or close to last, and they're playing hard and they're executing well, and the pieces fit together well. And Mark's doing an incredible job coaching them, and they beat us in their place. And so, yeah, this was a great response by our guys. I'm really incredibly proud of our guys. We're learning as fast as we can with this new roster. We got a bunch of guys stepping up, and I thought they did a great job. And then before we move on, I hate asking people for things, but I'm gonna do it because this is so important. So I'm gonna say this out here and in the radio show, but giving supplies and giving donations of cash to the people of Eastern Kentucky is really important right now. The website is ukathletics.com/flood relief, and I've been in contact with Governor Beshear several times, and the donations there, 100%, there's no administrative overhead, 100% goes to serving these people. It's going to start, the first bunch of money is going to be dedicated to paying for funerals to the 14, I think that's still the number, the 14 people that passed in the flood, and then every dollar after that is going to go to immediate emergency services for these families. So we're just asking everybody if they can jump in. I couldn't be more grateful to BBN. We put a giant truck out there and it's full. And that just is, it's an incredible commentary on just what Kentucky is and what BBN is and how people just give what they have to each other. And it's a beautiful thing. We talked about it as a team before the game. It was a theme for us, just this opportunity we had tonight to do our part, to just try and serve those people that are going through what they're going through right now. So every little bit of help is important. If you can jump on that website and just make a $5 donation, it means something. It's worth it. So please jump on and help. It's really, really important, and we're super grateful. I'll take questions.
Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked tonight, Andrew appeared to be the healthiest he's been in a long time. What does that mean to your team when he is back to normal?
It means a lot. For the last month, we felt like we've been without three of our leaders in Lamont, Jackson, and Drew, and he's been working so hard to find his way back. And I thought he was brilliant. He really did look like his old physical attacking self. The last 2 days were the first time where he had back-to-back essentially full practices, and I think he felt much better jumping back into the starting lineup. And I thought he was really, really good tonight. I mean, we all know this Andrew Carr that performed tonight against a really imposing front line. This is a terrific defensive team. This is a really special Vanderbilt defensive team, and I thought he was terrific. And I also want to give some major kudos to Ansley Almanor. I talked to Ansley yesterday, told him that I was going to start Drew, and Ansley has been playing incredible basketball. He's one of the most lethal shooters in our league, and he's also been fighting like crazy. And he was like, "Coach, let's go, man. If this can help Drew, let's go." And then Ansley comes off the bench, is 3 for 5. He just doesn't skip a beat. So it's a really beautiful thing to have guys on your team like Ansley Almanor that just are doing whatever it takes and playing elite level basketball again like you did tonight. So happy for both those guys.
Coach, right over here. First man off the bench was Mr. Colin Chandler. I'm assuming maybe he did something different in practice. What was it that you saw from him these last couple of days to make him perform the way he does, 7 points, 6 rebounds, stuff like that?
Yeah, Colin. I thought Colin gave us a massive boost tonight, energy-wise. He's a 2-2-2 guy, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, right? But just the energy and the intensity. Colin's got a really special burst. Colin Chandler, we talk about these bamboo trees. You guys know the deal about these bamboo trees. So if you think about a bamboo forest, a bamboo tree can grow up to, I think the Guinness Book of World Records is 36 inches in a day. think 35 inches in a day. What happens is they grow over time. They grow these massive networks of roots, growing. You don't see it, right? And then all of a sudden, they shoot up out of the ground and they're growing a yard a day almost, which is almost incomprehensible. That's a little bit of Colin Chandler. Like, he's been growing big time roots. And the plays he made today, he's been making in practice. And he is going to help us in a huge way as we move down the stretch. I was really proud of him tonight.
In the back.
Backcourt. Mark, Amari Williams, what kind of tone does he set with his physicality, especially in the second half, like he had?
Yeah. I mean, Amari decided he wasn't passing the ball tonight, but that was the only thing. I mean, guys, we're witnessing, you know, we're seeing all these metrics right now where Amari right now is top 5 all time in the SEC in terms of PAR per 40 minutes. Top 5 all time. Like, that's insane what we're witnessing him do. He is a unique player, and he's just getting more and more confident, more and more comfortable. He's getting more and more confident around the rim, where he's all, you know, he was not unstoppable at the rim early in the season because he would get rushed, right? Now he's just like, yep, I'm just going to go to work down here, and I'm going to get to 2 feet and just kind of go to. I thought he was brilliant tonight, to the point where he's making some tough shots. That last kind of jump hook he made over his right shoulder from like 8 or 9 feet was a world-class play, and he's making it look easy. You know, we're in the process of witnessing just an incredible analytic guy right now in terms of what he's doing. It's fun. It's fun to coach him. Man, I'm really proud of him. He's grown so much, and he's taken on so much, and he's just like, give me more. Let's keep getting better.
Mark, you talked about kind of maneuvering with this new roster. How much, I know you guys had a lot of confidence beating the teams you've already beaten, but this group of guys, how much confidence does that give them to beat a tournament caliber team by about 20 plus points?
Yeah, it's we're a work in progress. It's a brand new season, right? And I think it'll give them a lot of confidence. And you know, we had what was fun was we had such huge contributions from everybody. This is a team that beat us down there. This is a really good team. This is a team we respect a lot. This is a team that poses some real problems for us. And they did what they do. I mean, you know, 99 is still banging threes, and that's problematic for us. And you know, 30 made his first 3 in 9 games. But I thought our guys were really down, and I thought Otega Owe was unbelievable tonight on both sides of the ball. He continues. You talk about guys that are putting together special seasons. Like, my goodness, Otega Owe was spectacular tonight. And I think it should give our guys a lot of confidence. And I think, you know, we needed. I'm happy for our guys that they get this little injection of energy, right? Of positive energy. Like, okay, we got a brand new team. Game 1. We played well, but we didn't finish the way we wanted to. Game 2, we played really well. And we got an epic challenge of all challenges, going to Alabama and seeing if we can, you know, deal with that insanity down there. And it's gonna be fun to grow this group.
Do you think this team played physically and mentally tough after watching the U.S. versus Canada matchup?
Well, I'll tell you that. You know, we didn't actually show that because I was worried some of our guys might take it a little too literally. But we thought about it. We really thought about it. It was pretty incredible.
Mark, you held Vandy to 21 points in the second half. Back in the olden days, they used to say the defense wins championships. That may not be the case nowadays, but how much do you think your team has actually improved on the defensive end from the beginning of the year, and how much more room is there for improvement?
Well, there's a lot of room for improvement because we're not great. So, but we're getting better, and with this new group, we're getting better. I thought, Travis Perry had a really hard job tonight, and I thought he stood in there admirably. Right, I'm talking about on the defensive end, and Colin Chandler I thought was really good on the defensive end, and still, you know, has a ton of room to grow, but he's able to catch him over time to time. And you guys think about this. I have Trent Noah. I know Trent didn't make any shots tonight, but I have Trent Noah guarding Jason Edwards, their leading scorer, a microwave scorer, a like 5'11" jet guard for 4 and 5 minute stretches during the course of this game. And if you had asked me at the beginning of the season if that was going to be the game plan, I would have said no, never. But it's been forced on us, and these guys are stepping up and doing it. I thought Trent Noah gave us a really, really special defensive effort. I thought he was really great. And Kobe Brea, Kobe Brea's all bloody, got popped in the mouth, and he was back to his, he took maybe a little slight Texas defensive vacation, but he was back to his former self defensively tonight. I thought it was really special getting hands on balls, and Otega Owe as the ringleader. We're getting better defensively. We're understanding ourselves better. We're communicating better. We're locked in together a little better. I thought the guys had a terrific defensive performance in the second half.
Two more, starting with Seal.
Mark, kind of staying on defense with Jackson and Lamont out, what is the biggest challenge for you in coming up with game plans?
Well, the point of attack is the biggest thing. Lamont was Lamont is a really special point of attack defender, and so we can't replace that, and that's just a massive challenge for us to try and figure out. And then when Lamont was out, Jax became our point of attack defender, and he was pretty functional. Like, he was putting together a great performance. So losing the point of attack defender has been super complicated. And then what happens is, because you lose that defender, it pushes everybody up the scale, and so you don't only lose that one spot, but now your matchups are all, we were looking at the matchups. Man, we spent a lot of time as a staff arguing. By the way, huge kudos to Coach Alvin Brooks and Jason Hart, who put together the scout today. They're doing an unbelievable job. They deserve a ton of credit. But we spent more time than we should have arguing about matchups. Like, how are we going to match up with these guys on the perimeter? And so losing those guys, that's the biggest thing, is the point of attack play, and the kind of veteran understanding how defense works together. But if and when we get them back, we're going to be better. They're going to come back to a better group, and we're going to actually be functioning at a higher level.
Mark, to circle back to Colin for a second, I know he had a bit more of a unique offseason than some other guys, and you're familiar with the return to play process. You've done that at BYU many times before. But just for him to have a night like tonight, the personal gratification that only gives him, but also for you and your coaching staff to know that the process was followed and he can produce something like this. Can you just speak to that and what that might portend for him going into the future?
Yeah, Colin and I talk a lot. He's a really, really special young man. My goodness, he is. He's as good as they come as a human being. And the conversation we kept having was like, we know exactly where he's going to end up. He's an incredibly special talent. Like, he's a really special talent. We know where you're going to end up. It's just a matter of we don't know how the zigzag path is going to get you there, right? And he's been working so hard to come in fresh every day. It's been really fun to watch these three freshmen, because they've all had the whole world thrust upon them, and they've all responded, right, at different places in the season. And I think it bodes well for where we're going. But Colin Chandler has a skill set that's unique to our team. And we get all our guys back or not, he still has a space on this team this year. The more comfortable he gets on the floor, where he can do some things on the court that are unique for us, that are going to be really impactful. He could be a guy that you watch down the stretch once we get to tournament play that is a difference maker. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.